Okay, hello, and welcome back to the second episode of my Road to Glory with McLaren. As you can see, we're in Monaco, which is odd for the second race. Normally that's like the third or fourth, but because we're only doing a 10-race season to speed things up a little bit, it's a second race. So that's good in one way, because it gets it over and done with. And then I won't cry. Because Monaco's a... I don't like Monaco. But sometimes it produces some really good races. I mean, my team race last time was a smasher. But anyway, quite literally. But anyways, setting an insane qualifying lap then. 2 purple sectors and a green. Absolute belter of a lap.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
That's going to put us pole.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend downwards towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners at Saint-Devote. And don't expect to see much overtaking here today. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Reed lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Sainz, Norris, Vettel, Fernando Alonso, and Yuki Tsunoda, Gasly, Giovinazzi, George Russell, and Ocon. Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Charles Leclerc, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Lance Stroll. Mazepin and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Alright then, in the car, in pole position, which is, on this track, insanely good. If we can keep that P1 for the first corner, I had to think about that one. If we can keep P1 for the first corner, we have a very, very, very good chance in this race. Now, I'm, for some reason, underfueling my car, because I thought the kilograms was the amount of laps, but it wasn't, so, yeah, I'm very smart, as you can tell. Anyways, we're going to go for a one-stop strategy for the 5 red lights. We are underway for the Monaco Grand Prix. We get a pretty good start here. Hamilton behind us, Bottas to our right. We've managed to keep the lead, but into Saint-Devote, Bottas goes for a dive down the inside and pushes us into a wall. Bottas, what are you doing? He's just slammed us into a wall. Look at this atrocity. I don't normally get crazy at a game, but bloody hell. I mean, even with half a front wheel. Yeah, Bottas, get in the pits. Get in the pits, man. Get in the pits. We managed to set the fastest lap, obviously. First place always, or pole position, or first person across the line always does, normally, for that first lap. But we managed to keep it. You can see here the wing damage is already affecting us. We're definitely going to have to pit at some point. And it's not going to be long. There's a safety car.
They're retiring from the race.
Yuki's out. Russell's out. Yuki's got into the back of my team, mate. Lando Norris there. Everyone's just piling up. I think Hamilton's clipped his wheel at the chicane and absolutely slammed it into a wall or something. And everyone's just rammed into the back of him. We're going to go for a pit stop then, lap 2. I'm assuming most people will. Wing damage will be repaired, which is very good to get repaired under safety car. Honestly, mate, Hamilton, you've made up for your teammate's mistake there. Or, not mistake. Crazed attempt at an overtake. Raikkonen stays out then.
Lando in the pits.
Raikkonen is out. He's gonna... I think he started on the mediums, so...
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Yeah, I guess we'll see him pit in a couple of laps, probably for a set of hards. Well, it has to be for a set of hards, unless he's going to go mediums to softs right at the end. Either way, safety car in on lap 4. Raikkonen trying to back up the pack. He is in the Alfa Romeo, so we should be able to catch up to him. Preparing to resume racing then. He's going fast. We've got ERS enabled. We're gaining to the back of that Alfa Romeo. We're going to have a look on the outside into Sandbevot. We can't make it past. Cutting the corner a little bit. Just up through into Beau Rivage. Into turn 3 up here. We're going to have a look for a move. Late braking going in the inside. We're going to make it past. He's going to battle it. He's going to try and defend it. But he's going to hit into our rear a little bit. Little bit of contact there. That's on Raikkonen, I believe, for not backing out. We were ahead. We had the position. And we couldn't really leave space without hitting ourselves into a wall. But it's fine. Lap 7 then. We've managed to keep the lead. Bottas is not too far behind. He's managed to catch up with all the pit stops under safety car, which was very lucky for him. Cheeky bugger. Still did hit into us though. I've forgiven Hamilton for having a knobhead of a teammate, but I haven't forgiven him just yet. Lap 9 through the swimming pool there. Making it through. We're still ahead. Green sector 1 into Raskas then. Almost losing the rear. Managing to control it. And cutting it very fine on the last couple of corners there. I think that's what, like turns 18 and 19. Lap 13 then through into the swimming pool. Barely keeping... You can see the lack of traction already. Barely managing to keep the wheels on the track. Esteban Ocon out on lap 16. That's an engine issue. To be fair, he's had that yellow flag behind him for quite a while. Lap 18, on to 19, through down into Sandbevot. We still keep the lead. Bottas has pitted. We managed to have a little bit of a drift through there then. And on lap 20, Verstappen is way too far behind. And Vettel's in P3 for the podium at Monaco. But through the final couple of bends, the final bend just there.
An incident on track resulting in loose debris.
Checkered flag. Shut up, Jeff. We've managed to put the orange papaya McLaren
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
onto the top step of the podium at Monaco for the first time in our road to glory. And I think for the first time in a really long time. First one since 2008.
Everyone wants to win, and they've only gone and done it. What a fantastic result here at Monaco. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm really happy to see them there on the top step of the podium.
Look at that then. P1, 25 points. Lando Norris up in P6 with 8. A total of 33 points in one weekend for McLaren. Pretty decent stuff. I believe that puts us up into about P4 in the championship. And Nicholas Latifi up in P9 with that Williams. Crikey. Jesus. Pretty good race then. We'll have a look at the standings. We're in P2. Only by 2 points. Oh my god. I very much enjoyed that one. I hope that you did too. And I hope to see you next time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in this McLaren. Should be a good one of my favourites. Do love Baku. And we're in P2 in the Constructors as well. What a way to end off. Alright, I'll see you next time.